Hello, I'm James, and today we are going to be looking at the Nintendo Switch and some of the best Easter eggs and secrets that have been discovered during 2017, as this is the Easter Egg Hunter. One of the very first secrets to be discovered was found while handling the Nintendo Switch in handheld mode, which comes about since you now have to tap a single button 3 times in succession in order to unlock the home menu, and the sound produced is this. But by utilising either ZR, ZL or by pressing down on the left or right analog sticks, the following 4 sounds can be used instead. Which is actually pretty cool and reminiscent of the secret startups for Nintendo's GameCube. Then, a few days after the console's release, it wasn't long before another Easter egg was literally uncovered, and this time it was connected to the Switch's Pro controller, where hidden underneath the right analog stick and decorated in gold on the board, a secret message for game fans can be discovered. While Zelda Breath of the Wild provided the opening month of March with so many incredible Easter eggs, secrets and special tributes, and my favourites start with a visit to the Great Hyrule Forest, home of the Lost Woods and the legendary Master Sword, a spot that it in fact shares with a link to the past. But both games share another feature, as just beyond the stone monument, 3 Silent Princess flowers have been positioned in exactly the same arrangement. Then, by wandering along the volcanic road from the Foothill Stable northwards to Death Mountain, a traveller named Daytu constantly treks the path, whom is a tribute to the great Robin Williams. Though to the west of the Colosseum ruins, Bottrick the Watchman patrols the road near the outskirts stable, and is a loving dedication to video game programmer, gamer, businessman, CEO of Nintendo, and the amazing. After Link activates the first Sheikah Tower upon the Great Plateau, the old man points him in the direction of the first of 4 shrines within this segment, containing 4 monks that are signalling hand gestures that surprisingly make up the Triforce symbol. But my favourite simply requires positioning a pin anywhere across the land, then zooming in upon it using the scope, where this secret message can be seen. On the 21st of September, Image and Form Games released SteamWorld Dig 2, which like its predecessor provides a neat reference to Super Mario and one of his more memorable pastimes that can only be seen after discovering 100% of the secrets, including all 42 artifacts. Then, and only then, will a special location open up high above the windy plains that sports several challenging trials, and this Super Mario Bros. Moment found in the Trial of Flight. When Splatoon 2 arrived in July, it also dished out some nice secrets and Easter eggs. As Merch the Sea Urchin is playing a game that turns out to be the Squid Jump minigame from Splatoon. The Inkopolis Tower can be seen in the distance, and the presenters wave once again as you zoom in for a better look. But it wasn't until October and several months after the game's release that Jordan Amaro, one of the game's designers, posted on Twitter with a message saying, "Nobody's found it yet. What I lost in real life and found its way into the game." And it so happens that lurking at the beginning of the tutorial stage and directly behind your character underneath the ticket machine, there lays a Rail Pass card with Amaro's name decorated upon it. Then when Sonic Mania arrived in August, we were treated to a barrage of awesome references, and most of those were found in Studiopolis, including nods to Daytona USA, Sega Popcorn, Club Sega with Club Spin, and the Streets of Rage, where the Pinkbot store logo is just like the Pine Pot. But the best rest within 4 studio signs that can be spun around to reveal messages such as Eggman Pirate TV, Lock-On, which refers to Sega Lock-On technology found on Sonic and Knuckles cartridges, Welcome to the Next Level, that's based on an old slogan used in a commercial during the 90s. But the greatest reads, Genesis does, based upon the classic and witty line reading, Genesis does what Nintendo don't. While in Super Mario Odyssey, one of the best kingdoms to visit has to be the Mushroom Kingdom, which pays homage to numerous Mario titles including Super Mario World, Super Mario 3D Land where the Special Tail Tree makes a cameo, and Super Mario 64, where if you've collected enough coins you can purchase Mario's attire and have him transform into his former self from all those years ago, which even enables us to enter the castle courtyard, home of the Eternal Star statue that still bears that same sign that has had many of us guessing as to what it says or could possibly mean, and is something I have spoken about in a separate video. But my favourite Super Mario 64 Easter egg can be located by zooming in on the guide held by any of the hint toads, which incredibly displays an overhead view of Bob-omb Battlefield. And finally, it was discovered that every Nintendo Switch has a fully fledged NES emulator installed named Flog, which is actually golf backwards, based on the NES game Satoru Iwata programmed back in 1984. And by setting the console's date to the 11th of July and the date Iwata passed, and by using the Joy-Cons to recreate Iwata's hand and arm gestures from this Nintendo Direct, you can actually unlock the game. Sadly, I cannot actually recreate this at present since my Nintendo Switch has been connected to the internet and synced with the Nintendo servers. But on the 11th of July 2018, you'll be able to join me as I try to reproduce this secret Easter egg and tribute to such an incredible man.